Well, hi, I'm Mel.
I'm Mr. Smarty Pants.
Yes, you are. And this is not a hostage video. This is us explaining what our show is about, the Mel and Floyd show.
Really? What is our show about?
I have no idea.
It's never really been about anything.
I don't
as
even know
recall.
after we're done.
I think it's kind of like random firings of neurons.
Yeah.
And now as I get older, I realize that there's probably some kind of calcification that's going on. It gives it a little more of a spin than it used to be.
When you complain about the Smoot-Hawley Act all the time.
Yeah, that is a problem. Well, how did we first start doing this? We were doing something.
We were lazy.
We were lazy. That's right.
Yeah, we used to do a real show that took a lot of work.
That's right.
Where we had to a radio theater show.
We wrote scripts
called Channel 89. We wrote scripts.
Yep.
Well, I wrote a lot of them.
Yeah, you did.
You didn't write any, did you?
I wrote some.
Did you write a few?
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I blocked those out. Were they any good?
Those were the filler.
Okay.
Between the great parts, there had to be the other. The Gilligan's Island of Channel 89.
Oh, you did a lot of the. Did you ever think about this kind of stuff? Humor.
Yeah, I guess.
Airplane humor and things like that.
Okay, I think it was more than that. But anyway, we'll dispute that.
While you park in a driveway and that kind of stuff.
Yep.
But anyway, so we used to do this radio theater thing, and it was a lot of work. You had to write stuff, and then we'd produce it. We had to keep actors in here.
Funny voices.
And then, with the actors, you got the hookers and blow. And I mean, it just got really complicated.
Yeah.
And then we'd have to do production afterwards. It was like the Flintstones back then. We had chisels and stones.
There was a little bird that would go, it's a living.
Yeah, and that's how we would edit the recordings, is with that little bird.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work. And then it got to be summer, and it was a nice day.
And the bird wanted to get paid.
And then the bird flew north for the summer.
Exactly.
And we said, this is a lot of work. Let's screw off, and let's just get the newspaper.
Just for the summer, though.
Just for the summer.
Yeah.
And we'll just get the newspaper, and we'll read it, and we'll come in, and that'll kill time.
Yeah.
And then in the fall, when we're all ready to get back to work, we'll start working really hard again and writing scripts and editing and creating this great art like we were doing before.
Yeah, that was it.
And
that's exactly it.
That was like, 20 years ago?
That was about 20 years ago.
We realized it's a lot easier just to show up.
And now we don't need to cut things out of the paper because they just put it right in our brains.
Yeah,
so that's changed too.
Got the chip. I got just like my dog. If I get lost too, they take me back to the vet. So that's nice. So.
And then we talk about our lives. This is happening.
Complain about our family.
Man, I grump about that. And, and sit on the
kids
front
nowadays
porch,
and
yell at the traffic.
Yeah, different kinds of yogurt and just all the things that drive people crazy.
So why do we keep doing? Why do we keep coming here? What's the deal?
I don't know.
I mean, for me, it's cheaper than therapy because I've tried both. Yeah. This costs nothing.
Yeah.
So that seemed like an easy one for me.
It's just habit. It's like smoking. I mean, it's about as harmful too.
Yeah, exactly.
The air is about the same quality.
Springtime. It really does have the kind of a funk in here
there
too.
There are about as many carcinogens in here as in a
I'm loving the
carton of Luckies, I think.
Exactly.
So maybe I'm addicted to that.
By the way.
Well, maybe it's one of those things that, the stories that have come out lately about how in cat boxes they have the little worm that gets in your brain.
Oh, yeah.
And makes you want to...
Toxoplasmosis gondii.
Yeah. And that Gandhi guy, yeah. And,
he's everywhere.
Never trusted him. But it's almost like that. I think something got in my brain where it makes me want to come to this cat box every week and scoop it out. So.
Do you know what I like? I actually do like meeting the people, like we do the Stations of the Cross, during the summer, where we go to all those events. Yeah. It's always like people that are like really unusual.
They're very odd.
And but they like us for some reason. There's a little bit of that that's not too bad.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I like the guy that came on the unicycle one time and
the one, the kilt, or was that
No, it was just on a unicycle.
Oh, that's okay. All right.
And we asked him to ride his unicycle for us, and he goes, "So you want me to just parade around here for your amusement?" And we go, "Yeah, pretty much." So.
and he did.
He did. So.
The power.
All right, we're supposed to say something that would surprise the listener, something they don't know about us that we don't bring up on the air, something that'll shock and appall them.
I have gigantic hands.
You do.
It's like the Mickey Mouse, the jazz hands, like the big white gloves and everything. Yeah. That's what it look like.
He can palm a basketball. He can palm 2 basketballs.
And unlike Donald Trump, I'm just talking about my hands.
Yeah.
Okay, just my hands.
It's just the hands. Everything went into the hands.
Yep.
So. Well, I've never talked about this on the air, but I was a twin at one point. But I ate my brother in the womb.
And yummy twin flesh.
And my mom still liked him best. You'll never be as good as Larry.
He was delicious.
He wasn't. So anyway, so yeah, and I don't know what else we're supposed to talk about. The community and
yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
I sometimes think there's people out there, and
we
and
love
then,
the community.
yeah, we do. Yeah, carnally.
We're working through you one at a time out there.
We're up to let's see, it's been 20 years, about 120,000 I think so far we've managed to.
Us and Wilt Chamberlain.
It's amazing that they let us come in here and do this, though. That's
the
part that always kind of surprises me. So whatever.
We've almost never been censored either by the man here.
No, that's true.
Or the woman.
Yeah, so that's true. That's true.
Except
for the cat lovers.
Yeah. I think the only time, one time the news director told me I should not use the past tense of the word, and this is a word I can't say on the air, but a synonym for defecate.
Oh, okay.
And I used the past tense of that. Because I thought the past tense was okay.
Oh, okay.
But apparently not. And I did swear once on the air.
You did? Yeah. And you know what's funny about that? Do you remember what the lead up was?
Yes.
We were at Sauk City meeting some WRT fans, and someone asked us, have you ever said a naughty word on the air? And I said, well, I did, back in the late 90s.
And I said, I never did.
And you say, I never did. And you did the next week.
Yeah.
It was like planted in your brain. Talk about a little parasite that got into your brain.
It's like when you're driving, don't hit the post. Don't hit the pole. No, you're going to hit the pole. Don't. Oh, anyway. Well, that ought to hold a little.
Little SOBs.
Little SOBs.